Coverage you can count on. This is WTVM News Leader 9.
2 kids are in critical condition and 3 are dead following a trailer fire that broke out yesterday afternoon. We're bringing you a live report from the Emmanuel Trailer Park where police and fire crews work to find out what exactly happened.
Whoa! Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office!
Dash cam video is released showing the moments a Troup County deputy is shot in the line of duty. We give you a closer look at the chilling confrontation.
And as you step outside this morning, temperatures are quite comfortable, but we have another warm afternoon on tap. We'll talk more on this spring-like weather coming up.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. We have an update to breaking news from last night. The investigation resumes this morning into the cause of a deadly trailer fire. News Leader 9's Marla Spence is live on the scene in Opelika where the fire is responsible for killing 3 children. What can you tell us now, Marla?
Good morning, Cheryl. Yes, 2 children are fighting for their lives this morning after a trailer fire broke out yesterday afternoon. Now, that trailer right behind me, as you can see, the roof of that trailer is scorched from those flames. Now, that fire did happen yesterday afternoon. A fire broke out at that trailer at the Emmanuel Trailer Park here in Opelika. This is where Lee County Fire and EMS crews arrived on scene to find 5 children trapped inside. Firefighters did manage to rescue those 5 children, but 3 unfortunately did pass away at the East Alabama Medical Center in the emergency room. Their bodies are being taken to the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences in Montgomery for autopsies. The 2 children who did survive are currently at the Children's Hospital in Birmingham, where they are listed in critical condition. One witness recalls seeing the flames moments before firefighters arrived on the scene.
I was able to drive down into the trailer park and actually get a view of the structure that was on fire, and it was a double-wide trailer. And I could see there was smoke that was actually coming out of the structure.
Now, the ages of the kids are between 3 and 11 years old right now. We do not know who the parents of those children are and if they were at home alone at the time of the fire. Reporting live in Opelika, I'm Marla Spence for News Leader 9 Mornings.
All right, thank you very much, Marla, for that live report. Now we're going to get a check of our forecast from Storm Team 9 meteorologists on this Friday morning. I know some places had some fog.
Yeah, we have
morning.
some pretty dense fog, and especially south of Columbus. So if you're maybe leaving Columbus going south, you follow or over to Montgomery, numbers are pretty
careful
low
about that.
there. So we'll talk about those numbers in just a minute. But this morning, temperature-wise, upper 40s and low 50s for many. A few other warm spots, 58 degrees in Alexander City, 48 in Albany, 49 in Columbus. That sunrise will happen about 7:42 this morning. So a quiet start, but again, a foggy start. Not much in the way of clouds. It's going to be a sunny day once we get that fog to lift. That will happen about mid-morning. But we are now under a dense fog advisory because of the foggy conditions for those southern Alabama counties like Bullock, Barber, back into Macon County, and then points west of there, including the city of Montgomery, all the way along Interstate 65. So traveling down that way, definitely something to keep in mind. But I'll show you those numbers here across the valley, those visibility numbers, but it did give me a yellow for this morning. So your commute in, maybe factor in a few extra minutes so you don't have to rush, but by the afternoon the fog will be gone. We'll have sunshine around and very warm temperatures, mid-70s, no rain, quiet to calm winds. So all in all, a nice spring-like day here in the valley, but we'll talk more on your weekend weather coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Elizabeth. This morning, we are learning more about the moments surrounding the shooting of a Troup County deputy. Dashcam footage and 911 calls from Monday have recently been released. Some may find this video disturbing. Take a look.
Whoa! Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office!
Now, when I got shots fired down here where I'm at, Jackson Street.
This was the scene when Deputy Michael Hockett was shot by Matthew Edmondson. Hockett was performing a welfare check on Edmondson after his father called police. Edmondson and the deputy exchanged shots, with Hockett leaving the scene. Shortly after, Edmondson's mother calls 911.
What's the problem, ma'am? My son's been shot. Okay, 51 Jackson Street. The son has been shot. I've got her on the line. Where was he shot at, ma'am? I think he said, I'm not sure, but he's bleeding from the mouth. He's at the house, but he has a gun. Your son has a gun?
Edmondson later surrendered to police. He is facing charges including attempted murder. Deputy Hockett is home from the hospital and is expected to recover. Coming up on 35 after the hour, happening now, Phoenix City Police are searching for a suspected shooter, and they've released new surveillance footage they want you to look at. Officers say he drove off in a black four-door sedan seen on your screen. A man was injured in that shooting early Wednesday morning at Laurel Manor Estates. Anyone with information is asked to contact Phoenix City Police. New this morning, Alabama releases its list of failing schools, and it includes 2 in East Alabama. Lafayette High and Barber County High were on the list of 75 failing schools. State law requires the Department of Education to designate schools in the bottom 6% of standardized testing as failing. Students in failing schools can transfer to another public school. This morning, leaders in Auburn are searching for a new city manager. Earlier this week, Charlie Duggan announced he plans to retire after being a city employee for 28 years. Duggan has been city manager since 2006, and the ball is already rolling to find a replacement. James Buston is the assistant city manager and will be the interim until a new manager is appointed.
I think he has done a fantastic job. He came in at a very difficult time when the economy was about to tank. During this time, not only were we able to continue to provide the exact same or better services to the citizens of Auburn, but our bond rating was bettered. He was able to lead us through that period.
The city says it plans to hire a firm to conduct a national search for a new city manager that could begin in April. Inside the Georgia legislature, 2 bills are being debated about marijuana and children with autism. Yesterday, Representative Alan Peake from Macon filed a measure that would allow voters to decide if they believe medical marijuana should be grown in the state. The other is a proposal from Governor Nathan Deal to help children with autism. The plan would enhance Medicaid coverage for those with special needs up to the age of 21. Supporters say the plan would make treatment available to thousands. 37 after the hour, we have new details this morning about the health of former president and Georgia native Jimmy Carter. President Carter says there are no signs of cancer in his body. You may remember he was diagnosed with cancer in his liver and brain in the summer of 2015. He recently spoke about the efforts being made to make sure he stays cancer-free.
I get, scans of my brain and my body every 3 months. In fact, I'll get another one this week. For the last 6 months, I haven't had any sign of cancer in my liver, part of which was removed earlier, or in my brain where I had four spots that were cancerous.
Carter officially announced he was cancer-free in the winter of 2015. 38 after the hour now on this Friday morning. We're looking ahead to events coming up in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on Monday. Now, Sunday, Auburn University is kicking off King Week. Some of the events include the annual scholarship breakfast on Monday at 7:30 a.m. at the hotel at Auburn University. The Auburn University Gospel Choir will perform in concert on Tuesday at 7 p.m. in Foy Hall on campus. Meanwhile, in Columbus, city administrative buildings will be closed Monday in observance. Metrobus service will also not be running, and there will be no garbage pickup. Instead, trash will be collected on Wednesday. But the Columbus Ice Rink and Parks and Recreation facilities will all be open on the holiday. You can find the full list of events and closures by going to our website, WTVM.com, looking right there under the local tab. The Greater Columbus Young Professionals Group is discussing plans for the new year. The group held its kickoff event last night. The goal is to encourage personal and professional development. The organization has 4 committees, including social engagement and career development, aimed at bettering the community. Organizers tell us last night's event was held to celebrate the successes of 2016 and look ahead to 2017.
This year is about illumination, so lighting up the darkness or really shedding light on the fact that YPs are here and we're ready to be involved in change.
The average age of a young professional member is 30 years old. The group puts in more than 4,000 volunteer hours in the community. We wish them the best. It is 39 after the hour on this Friday. Let's get a check of our traffic and forecast from Storm Team 9 meteorologist Elizabeth Diamori. Smooth sailing?
Everything looking good across Auburn, Opelika, Columbus as well, but that's on the roadways. Remember, we are looking at foggy skies, so you'll definitely want to factor in a few extra minutes this morning. Low beams on, that's what you need when you're looking at foggy skies, and we definitely have it. Eufaula there in Barber County, 2.5 miles, 3 in Fort Benning, just lost some visibility there in Thomaston, little under a mile and a half there. Some other spots looking at 10, so okay in some, but again, be very mindful of this thick fog, especially back out to the west of our viewing area. Montgomery down to 2 miles. Anything south of Montgomery, you can see thick fog across southern Alabama. So again, low beams on and just leave enough space in between you and the car in front of you. Everything should be okay. But I gave it again a yellow this morning as you get into work, but things are going to quickly improve throughout the day. We're also going to keep things really warm. Mostly sunny skies by lunchtime. Temperatures for the afternoon, mid to upper 70s, almost 20 degrees above average for this time of year. We'll let you know if we're going to break any records coming up.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Elizabeth. Up next, find out who's celebrating a birthday on this January 13th. Plus, the director of the FBI is under fire this morning over the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails, why many are saying FBI policy was broken during the election cycle.